So, dahil nalaman natin yung difference quotient at alam na rin natin yung power rule, di ba? So, yun yung nagpapatunay na napakaraming ways para natin makuha yung derivative ng isang number. Okay? Yung power rule at yung derivative, yung difference quotient o yung formula ng derivative by definition na pinag-aralan natin kahapon, it is two of the ways that we can get a derivative of a number. So, kumbaga, meron tayong options. Di ba? Kumbaga sa graphical user interface yan o sa GUI programming yan, binibigyan tayo ng options mag-display ng records. Say for instance, gagamit tayo ng combo box o yung drop-down menu o yung list box sa tinatawag. Parang ganun yung comparison. So, yun. Kukunin mo yung derivative ng number, so meron kang dalawang ways. Pwede kang gumamit ng power rule. Hindi, maraming ways pala. Pero, yung dalawang pinakamadali is, gagamitin mo yung difference quotient o yung power rule. You will arrive at the same answer. Diba? Kasi yung power rule ang pinakamabilis kasi yung exponent is ilalagay mo lang, ibababa mo lang, itatabi mo lang siya dun sa number. And then yung exponent minus 1. So nakuha mo na yung derivative nun. And mas mahaba yung yung difference quotient kasi gagamit ka pa ng algebraic process. You will cancel opposite signs or you will cancel like terms and you would cancel yung terms na may opposite sign. So, mas mahaba nga lang yung difference quotient. Pero, yun yung two of the ways that we can get a derivative of a number. Kasi, meron pa tayong product rule at meron pa tayong quotient rule. So, yun. At least yung binibigyan tayo nun. Yung two of the ways that we can get derivative of a number, either power rule or difference quotient, or yung limits by derivative by definition, getting the derivative of a number, getting the derivative of a number by using its definition formula. So, yun lang po.